Welcome everyone to Ring the Bell. This is Diaz.
And the Sriracha Muchacha, Paloma Star.
Oh my god.
Y'all doing?
Oh my god, Joey.
Are you filming over here? How is everybody? Good to see you.
Yes,
how are you?
I didn't know you were coming.
Hello.
See you. It's fine.
Did you just pull my hair?
No, girl, I wouldn't touch that ratchet mess. Now, let's go ahead and pull up a seat. Let's talk about some wrestling.
Welcome everyone to Ring the Bell. This is Diaz.
And Paloma Star.
And most importantly, Joey Mayberry.
How'd you get in?
Stop leaving windows open.
Alright, welcome back to the show. We haven't seen you in a while.
I know, it's about time.
It has been a while, huh?
I'm sorry, what? You've been here and talking about your condiment gimmick? It's great.
Alright.
All right, let's get to this weekly review.
Let's get into the review because there's not much to go through. Let's talk about this Becky Lynch promo.
So good.
More of these promos, please. Backstage, just them and the camera, no backstage interviewer, because I think that's more raw, emotional, and more passionate. Like,
Yeah.
I really, really like this style.
She flourishes in this realism. When she was doing this with Lacey Evans, we were like, what is she talking about? Whatever she's saying is kind of real. She's master of this shoot style promo.
Her not pandering to the crowd. Like, the crowd is already super behind her and everybody loves her, but I think her keep on pandering to the crowd and her waiting to get the crowd reaction and stuff kind of diminishes her quality of promo. So her just being straight up, just looking at the camera and doing it, I think is definitely is a keeper.
I'm wondering if she's doing these promos live backstage or if she's doing them, pre-recorded, because it seems like they're so much more solid when she's doing a backstage promo as opposed to when she's doing something in the ring.
Interesting, because I did hear that WWE is moving forward to the plan where they're going to film all the backstage stuff pre-taped.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, after that Sonya Deville Mandy Rose situation, remember that?
Are you saying next week we have a women's tag team title match? Yep. And if we win, we deserve a tag team title match.
Everything should be pre-taped. Remember when William Regal came out of the shower and they were like filming something? Did you see that?
There's been so many of those instances where somebody
Did it happen
was like,
a lot?
I think it was Road Warrior or Animal.
His
One of the
dick
Road
was
Warriors.
out.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I couldn't be a good person.
She had this line that Sasha Banks is the greatest woman to never be great. I had to think about it. Yeah, I love that Becky Lynch is like bringing greatness from everyone. I guess that's where she's going with it. Very good promo. We have 3 more weeks until Clash of Champions.
I don't know if it's going to be more focused on Sasha and Becky or more focused on Sasha and Natty.
But I think I like that because they could do a lot.
Sasha Banks had an interview. Well, she was supposed to have an interview in the King's Court.
And then he started talking about the King of the Ring tournament, and I'm like, all right, what does this have to do with anything?
Yeah.
Like, where you're gonna do a King's Court with Sasha, and then the whole like Bray Wyatt the Fiend thing happens. I just thought that was like, oh, okay, that was weird.
The report came out from last week that when Sasha Banks came back, the ratings was one of the highest of all this year. Maybe WWE is like thinking about it. We saw Sasha Banks sitting in that chair, and then like like hour after, she was sitting there for a freaking hour. No wonder she was so freaking upset. She was just sitting there for an hour, and then after an hour, she started an interview.
Really upset. I mean, a little bit blue, if you want to say.
She's very blue balled by the whole situation.
Also, Michael Cole totally butchered that intro of it. Like, he was saying things like,
we will thank you for addressing these issues.
and we will thank you for your comments. Like, who talks like that? Oh my gosh, this is gonna be terrible, but thankfully Sasha definitely stepped it up. What he was saying, like, nobody talks like that.
The thing is, like, that's kind of thing that makes sense on paper, because he said,
We will thank you for addressing these issues.
You're welcome.
"We'll thank you for that response." Or
Yeah.
something. And then Sasha was like, "Well, you welcome." Like, it was supposed to match like that on
It did-
paper.
yeah,
it
but
worked.
once you say it out loud, it's like, what?
You were welcome. Like, it made no sense.
Half the time I'm listening to like Michael Cole say things and I'm just like, I don't really understand what's going on here.
He talks a lot and doesn't say anything at all.
Yeah, you can totally relate to that, right?
Anyway, he talked about how nobody's talking about her hair. Are you kidding me?
Everybody's talking about her hair.
Every single person's talking about that freaking hair.
And it makes no sense to me, like why her hair is the big subject. Like I get it, it's a drastic change, but I'm like, the fact that she came back doesn't seem to matter as much as the fact that she has blue hair now.
I mean, that wig reveal though, gag worthy. What do you think about this character she's portraying?
I'm living for heel Sasha. She's such a better heel than she is a face, and we definitely saw that a little bit in NXT. And I definitely think the legit boss gimmick is a heel. I'm living for this.
I just want to see her give some justification behind it, because it seems
Okay.
like a lot of it is just her coming back and being a heel without any sort of story behind it.
I want to hear more about her backstory,
Motivation.
why she was gone, because I'm actually really curious. She's very stoic, almost very sinister, which is a little different from her be a legit boss character. She's like a gangster rap
Yeah,
star.
like, kinda like-
you know, like, I'm a boss. Yeah.
What did they say?
I don't know.
It's her legit boss.
You know, I'm a boss, I'm ratchet. Like,
I
we're like,
remember
love
Sasha's ratchet.
yeah, but now Sasha's more like,
Mean streak.
she's
like that.
mean. The reason she's having so much popularity right now is because she's been gone 4 months and nobody knows what's the backstory. There's something to be taken advantage of there.
Yeah,
so I
I
want
agree.
Sasha to start making some connection with that realism and really make the best out of it.
I keep feeling like I'm crossing my fingers for like storyline every week. I'm just not getting it, so I have no hope, but I'm really hoping for it.
And then Sasha Banks, after this interview, still very upset about waiting in the chair for an hour. So she was like, Natalya, where is she? So she was looking for her. Poor Natalya. She was talking to the camera like, what did I do?
My dad, I'm sad.
She got brutally attacked. Oh my god.
And then she said, go to hell and say hi to your dad for me. Like, what?
I think that's just edgy for the sake of being edgy. Ooh, man, yeah. As opposed to like actually mean something. I really just think it's the writers or whoever came up with that. Like, ooh, let's be edgy. Let's say this. I'm sure they cleared it with the Hearts and everybody else's family because they wouldn't do that if they didn't. But it doesn't really add anything to it for me, at least. It's just like edgy for the sake of being edgy.
I agree. I saw so many people like upset on Twitter, like, how dare Sasha can say that? What I've heard about Natalya is that she's such a worker.
Yeah.
Like her entire family's
Yeah.
a worker. So
They
I'm
know the
sure
business.
I'm sure she was like fine with it. But I agree with you. Like it didn't add to the character.
It just seems like she's mad at Natalya for some reason, and they have no backstory. Like, I'd want to see her maybe, like, go out and just beat the crap out of some other women and try to, like, prove herself to be, like, the most dominant. But no, she's just beating up on my stepmom with a broken arm.
But I still kind of liked it. I think it was pretty cool that Sasha Banks is going like full on like rage like that.
But very pointless.
Do you think they're gonna go with Natalya versus Sasha first?
Probably for, like, a Raw match. Build up before Clash of Champions, and then it'd be her versus Becky there.
I wouldn't be against seeing that match in Clash of Champions. I kind of want to see Sasha Banks go full Trish Lita Survivor Series, like just beat the out of Natty with chair, blood everywhere.
My nose. I'm down for it, especially because I feel it'll be super physical. I really love Sasha bringing the physicality towards it. I like to see both matches. Why not?
Yeah, because it's all about what you want to see.
Yeah, it is.
I want to. Okay, what's up with this Mountain Dew?
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew, and I'm better than both of you. How y'all doing?
Let's talk about your favorite person in the roster, the tag team championship match with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Mandy and Sonya Deville.
Let's talk about the real standout thing from this match.
Okay.
Mandy Rose did a cartwheel.
Stop.
She did a cartwheel.
It was a 5-minute match, but I think it was a very ambitious 5-minute match.
It was. It did a lot in the time that they had. But the thing for me is Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss basically be all the women tag teams there. Now what?
That's
I would have
true.
kind of liked maybe a little bit more of a build-up for this match because that was a good match where they had 5 minutes for it.
Yeah.
So imagine if it was a little bit more of a build-up, a little bit more time, it would have been better. But like I just feel like they beat all the tag teams. Now what?
What is the point of this?
What's the point?
Legit, we keep expecting WWE to build a storyline, and like expecting WWE is like expecting you to be insightful, Paloma, and it's just like
Okay,
we're not
Joey.
gonna
What
get it.
is
It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, anyway, Sonya was absolutely amazing in this match. I think she pulled out some great moves. Spine buster. It was a really good match, but I agree with you, like, they lost. So, like, where do we go from now? I guess WWE is just doing some kind of, like, rehab right now, maybe?
But see, I feel like that they're done if they do, damn if they don't. Like, now they didn't defend the tag titles for so long. They haven't been seen as serious titles. So now they're defending the titles every week. But they still don't mean anything if you don't build up for it and there's no reason to defend those titles. Here's a whole bunch of tag team title matches, but for what? Like, all right.
It's to prove that the goddess is the best, because she is.
I'm actually really liking Alexa Bliss in this role.
Yeah.
I think she works so well as a tag champion. I hope to see where this goes.
I hope so too. I just hope that they didn't book themselves into a corner and then they're like, oh, now what? And now whenever they face the next tag team that they have, like, well, they already beat them. So, like, why should I be emotionally invested in this? So
The other good sign is that NXT is turning out to have a lot of tag teams down there. There's Hires, Virtuosa, and Chelsea Green got a new tag team.
Oh yeah, Santana and Chelsea Green were also a tag team on the Indies. So.
And then Team Kick might be coming back. So yeah,
I
so
didn't think about
actually the tag division is really popping in NXT. So maybe now that they can finally remember that clause where WWE Women's Tag Team Championship can be defended anywhere.
Yeah.
So maybe they can go to NXT and finally defend it there.
Especially since they're coming to TV, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be good.
Let's go to SmackDown.
Nothing happened.
This moment of bliss happened. I love the chemistry between Alexa and Nikki.
Yeah.
I think it's really cute.
I think they're cute.
Charlotte Flair came out. She's like, I took that torch away from Trish Stratus. I mean, good job. Good job, Charlotte. You did a good job. And then Bayley came out. I don't know.
It just drove me crazy because like Bayley came. I hate when people come out on their cue line for like promos.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't know about Bayley, and it's like, oh no, here comes Bayley.
This is basically almost the same storyline that they had with Ember, like the whole "I pick you" or whatever it was. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, that's how you do women title matches. Like, hey, I pick you. Okay, we're gonna
Yeah.
go up for the title now. But this was honestly, I think this was a lazy segment. Well, it didn't excite me for anything, and I don't know, it was just lazy and like nothing really.
Yeah, this is like such a lose-lose situation
It
for
really is.
both. If Bayley loses,
Then Charlotte's
Then
champion.
then
Oh,
Charlotte's
yeah.
champion
Snap
again.
time.
And then Charlotte in this segment was talking about how she's actually better than Bayley. Yes, in SummerSlam, you actually did way better than Bayley
Yeah.
match for sure. So there was like, again, some kind of realism into it. So if Bayley actually loses to Charlotte, Bayley's done.
Yeah.
But if Bayley wins, why did Charlotte just beat Trish Stratus? Like,
Yeah.
what was the point of that? There is really no winning in this situation.
I mean, it could be kind of a win if it's just to build Bayley up as someone that's credible.
What are we building Bayley for?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean, she's the freaking champion. She should have a build behind
She
her.
is, but I just don't see any results of this being good at all. Like, I don't know.
I agree.
And remember when the draft happened and we were like, oh my god, SmackDown totally won this draft. But we're not seeing any of those people. Mandy and Sonya is just losing to Alexa and Nikki. Mickey James injured. Liv Morgan, where is Liv Morgan?
Yeah, bring her back already.
She was supposed to have this new character thing. I was actually so excited
Me
about.
too.
This is really lazy. I'm
So-
sure this match is gonna be good.
I'm just not emotionally invested whatsoever, and I like Charlotte. I think she's a great wrestler, but she doesn't really bring emotion out of me when she's not in like a high-profile match like with Trish. It's just like, oh,
We have 3 weeks to Clash of Champions, so I hope card changes or something, like something added there.
and I just want to say how disappointed this week was for women's wrestling in WWE, at least because we went from having 6 matches at SummerSlam for women to 1.
Yeah.
Come on, like it just makes me feel like WWE only gives women a chance when it's convenient, as opposed to like everyday booking. They're just like, oh, whatever, we'll put it in the back burner again. So this week in women's wrestling was kind of disappointing. For
Yeah.
WWE. It's just like, really, go?
Yeah.
So hopefully next week will be better and we'll have more to talk about.
This is a Spill the Tea section where we answer the questions of our patrons. This is a question from Noah A. Who do you think will hold the title enough to break Ronda Rousey's record of the longest reigning champion?
I think Becky.
Becky Lynch?
I don't see any other contender that will hold it longer than Ronda. I mean, Charlotte just keeps on losing, winning, losing and winning, losing and winning. But I think they're doing that just so she could get to that 16th
Yeah.
time for her dad and beat him.
Becky's honestly the only option. Rest of the women really aren't standing out. Like, I'm not really paying attention to them. I'm just kind of looking for some substance. Kind of like, you know, when I am not here and it's just you and Paloma, I just need something.
This guy.
I really hope Sasha Banks hold it for a long, long time because she's suffered enough. 1 week of holding championship for so many times, it's so frustrating that she almost quit WWE. So give her that freaking long reign, everyone, so she could just enjoy the title and be the legit boss. Here's another question from Lumi Kang.
Hi, Lumi.
Which other legend, Hall of Famer, or former diva do you want to see Charlotte Flair face against? What do you think?
Michelle McCool.
Michelle McCool, that's a really good choice.
Medusa.
Medusa, I want to see Medusa match one more
Yay,
time.
please.
I think she can still go, so I
think so, too.
really want to see that. I also saw Jacqueline wanting to have another match,
Ooh, that'll be
Okay.
interesting.
but Michelle McCool seems like
That'll be a good
like a next rightful choice. Of course, Beth Phoenix. I think Beth Phoenix is going to be good too.
That might change my answer.
Oh, really?
to Beth. Yeah, Beth is a better
That would
pick.
be.
Even though my first pick for Beth would be Becky Lynch after all these trash talking she's been doing to Edge, but I think Beth versus Charlotte's gonna be absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Would you like to see Lita lose to Charlotte?
No.
Okay.
No. Give Lita a win in her career. Legit. Lita has had a lot of trouble getting a win, period.
Thank you so much for watching this week's review. I just want to let you know again that we have a big party coming up next week on Thursday. It's going to be in Wicker Park in Chicago, so if you're in town for the All Out Starcast, it's going to be a fun party time Thursday night. So come over, party with us. Paloma's going to be there. Are you going to be there?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I'm more interested than Paloma.
Joey.
What?
Are you okay? What?
Am I okay? I mean,
Joey. I mean, okay.
what? You got a problem, Minnie Mouse? What's going on?
I mean, you're just been like in a mood all day with me. I didn't even do anything.
Maybe if you just wouldn't have taken my place out of freaking nowhere, that'd be great.
Oh, okay. I see where this is going.
Oh my god.
Oh, you see where that's going? Okay, sriracha, blah blah.
At least I don't drink Mountain Dew.
I have to drink to get through this, sweetheart.
You're always welcome to ring the bell.
Oh, I'm always welcome. Paloma came in, and then all of a sudden, Joey's no longer here, and you've got, I don't know, let's let you speak for yourself. You're a walking, talking condiment. Go ahead.
Oh my god! I'm sorry that I do a better job at hosting.
A better job at what?
Just saying.
A better
I mean,
job?
I'm not the only one that says that.
You're not the only one? Oh,
Everybody says that.
everyone says it. Everyone. How about you just watch my lovely ass as I walk out, and you can watch my ass too and figure out what a real ass looks like. Do some squats, girl. All right, I'll see you later. Have a great
Este
one.
way no mames.
I don't speak Spanish. I don't care.